I am blown away by the progress and as some of the finishings come in of how beautiful this space is turning out. Hey everyone, it is Christopher with Elm Street, and we are inside the Reeves House where, gosh, so much has happened, and the power is on, and we're starting to put some finishings in, and really the space is transforming and taking shape into what you are gonna see when you first enter. So I just wanted to take a few moments. It had been a few weeks. We're gonna take a look around and start getting, well, at least I'm getting really excited for how the space is turning out. So, as I mentioned, the power is on, which you can start to see here, and we're at the Juanita Hughes History Room. We had a fantastic meeting with some Preservation Woodstock folks who are starting to plan out some exhibits. This will also be kind of a rotating exhibit that I think we talked about a little bit, but it'll focus on local history, and as it rotates, it'll kind of, in some cases, interact with the main gallery here. In some cases not. It'll kind of serve as its own purpose. But I think what's really great is that we're going to have a home to kind of honor the history of the area. So that's going to come out in a big way. I think it'll. They're planning on their first few exhibits, and we were sharing a little bit about some of the shared vision between the artistic exhibits and the history exhibits. I think there's going to be some real cool excitement coming along here. All right, some things are starting to take shape that I wanted to really acknowledge, and everyone on the JDW team has been nothing but a pleasure to work with, and it's really exciting to see kind of some of their vision come to life too. One person in particular, Carl Niklas. Carl is my man. He is the project manager for the Reeves House, and he's actually dedicated his entire time toward this project, and his, gosh, just dedicated so much energy and effort into it, and it's I hope he is proud of how it's turned out, because it looks amazing. One of the things that is just finishing up is the coffee and wine bar. You can see the counters are in. They look beautiful. It's kind of a white marble texture. The light pendants are in. We really think this is going to be key to providing kind of a welcoming environment, because we do recognize, like, as an art center, sometimes that art can feel highbrow, and we don't want that. We really think and believe that the art that's going to happen in here, really art can be for everyone on some level, and so we really wanted to provide a welcoming and warm environment, and so I think this is going to offer that, and Carl did a great job on that. And something else that is starting to take shape is this, you can see the track lighting here. The track lighting is obviously the lighting that's going to be dedicated towards the art, and you can see there's about one light per track. That's not going to be the case. They are currently on their way, all of them are. Right now we have one light per track, but which is only about, maybe about 10% of the lights, maybe a little bit more, that we're actually gonna have. We're gonna have over 75 gallery lights that are dedicated to either the art in the gallery or the art in the classroom to help with the students. So there's, I mean, that's an incredible amount of lighting, and it's gonna make a huge impact for the art as well, and I think for the experience overall. One last thing that is kind of a feature piece that I've been excited about, and then all of a sudden it appeared, and so I wanted to share, is this wonderful, beautiful railing. The stairs are still wrapped in some cases, but goodness, the way it all wraps around here really makes a statement, and is a great contrast to the white, but it also is gonna provide a, it helps keep the space open. The way that's not walled off and blocked off is great. It's the black steel and cable, it really looks sharp. That's gonna be a great feature piece, architecturally speaking. One of the things that have, you actually can see some of the track lights here as well in the classroom. So we're starting to figure that out. Again, more lights are on their way that are going to really make an impact both for the classroom and the gallery. One of the things that is also finishing up, you can see here, are the bathrooms. And it's not, we still have some thing, but the countertops are matching. They look great right down here, as well as the tile. Really looks great with like a nice accent, which was coordinated with the whole house. think I'm also gonna check out upstairs and see what it looks like up here, because it's looking pretty sharp all the way around. You can see a view from up here. Again, this area is mainly gonna be just office space and help us prepare for the next exhibit, because it is gonna be a rotating exhibit in the gallery. We'll have some office, but then there's a nice open space here that we can use probably for some general purposes. One of the things that I did want to take a moment and talk about was the fact that obviously with the Reeves House we're growing, and as such we just announced that the Elm Street family is growing. So we are hiring now for a visual arts director. They'll work here in the Reeves House and help with all of the initiatives in regards to visual art, which I think is going to be so important for us, not just to kick off the Reeves House and start it well, but to really help with how visual arts can relate and leverage and build our community. So while the Reeves House will be the hub, we really have always envisioned this person and this house being kind of a leading charge for all of the visual arts initiatives throughout the community and helping that in any way that we can. So if you know of anyone that is interested in being a visual arts director and working here, we would love to welcome them to the family. You can check out our website, which has some information about the job and all that we have planned for it. And the Reeves House is going to be pretty cool to welcome somebody else in, especially in a world that really is kind of pioneering a new department for us. All right, the guys started work and I wanted to get out of the way, but one of the things that I discovered on my way out was some of the plans were on the countertop with the wine and coffee bar, and the original architecture plans that we were looking at, and it just brought me a little down memory lane, because those plans are years old, and how much has really gone into making this space for the community, not just in the last year with the construction, but how many people have taken part in helping to mold and shape what the gallery will look like, what the classroom will look like, why we're going to have a coffee and wine bar, why we're partnering with Preservation Woodstock on the history room. There's so many facets how this community really and truly helped shape what came of it. So if you were a part of that process, because there's so many people, thank you for helping to make it and shape it, because I think that now that we're here and now that it is starting to really unfold, and now that an opening is upon us, probably in May, it's really special to know that it wasn't just oh, we should do this, this, and this, and keep moving. And despite the obstacles and despite the hurdles that we needed to get over to make this happen, really made it all worth it because of how many people like you were involved. So thank you, we really appreciate it. I think that is it for now. So we will be back soon, possibly with another video and a couple more updates. If you know of anyone that wants to be a visual arts director and really help the initiatives to help create a positive impact on our community through the visual arts, send them our way. Check out the job description, and as well as if you know any artists that want to teach here or want to be in the gallery, send them our way as well, because we really want this place to be, as in building it by the community, we really want it to be for the community of artists, the community at large, to really create that positive impact on the community through the visual arts and the culture that's created here. So we'll talk with you soon. Thanks so much for all that you've done to make this space. We are so appreciative, and we will be opening soon. So we'll see you soon.